Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And this opening dynamic. Not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert off of play action. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Chargers at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Herbert now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end this series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. That's Hampton. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 50, here's Herbert. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Third and about a foot. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Down to the 22-yard line. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now. Mahomes going to throw. That's caught right side by Worthy. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Chiefs 14, Chargers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Michael Dana in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Herbert going to change the play here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff will put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Finds Johnston. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Staying on his feet. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hampton, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Now this one finds McConkey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Herbert. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
They're on the 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, Kansas City.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen it.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Gibbs will try and pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. Short throw to Disley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Herbert now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
14 more yards.
They'll run on first down. Hampton, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Carter. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Smith. A little juke. There he goes right side. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with, and there's a completion right there.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert, he gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Dances by him. A second fake. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They're going to look to throw. That one complete to McConkey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now it's Herbert. Open man here is Conklin. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. Herbert going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Herbert. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Now Herbert. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. He may go. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Mahomes going to throw it here. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Harrison Butler to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here. And that's caught inside the 35. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost